Hello, 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 beautiful people. I am excited to be back with you. We are here only for a short time today because I think I have something that is powerful and impactful that I want to say, but I don't want to be before you long. So, welcome, 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 welcome for everybody who is joining me live on YouTube and on LinkedIn. I'm excited to have you with me. If you're here live, please do drop your city in the chat so that I can shout you out, show you some love. I always love to know who's here with me live on the Vibe. If you are listening to this on the replay, I love that for you. I also very much love that for me. As you guys know, the replay has been just an exciting add on that I didn't even realize would be an exciting bonus to the work that I've been doing. So, thank you for listening on the replay. I love you for that. So, we are going to get right into it today because this feels like a really juicy topic that I want to cover. But I'm going to get into our housekeeping first because if I don't, my team will not let me hear the end of it, which is why I need them, because we all need people to keep us on point, right, and hold us accountable. So the first thing is, please do take an opportunity to go join the Gems for the Journey newsletter. The newsletter just dropped. Today, I believe you guys would have seen it in inboxes for anybody who's already signed up to be a part of the newsletter. And there were so many gems that were in there that I know that more people would be able to benefit from being members of that newsletter. It costs you $0.00. All we need is your email address, and we will give curated, thoughtful, career-related personal development content specifically designed for professionals just like you. And that'll be delivered right to your inbox. So low effort, low energy. All you have to do is sign up. So go ahead and take advantage of that. You can do that at gemsforthejourney.org. So take advantage of being a part of our newsletter community. That community is all where brand new information, hot updates, fresh off the press, they get the content first. So take advantage of being a part of that community. And the second thing is, we talked about this a couple times, but I want to make sure that I keep us informed. We are going to be at the Pennsylvania Women's Conference, our inaugural vendor experience at the Pennsylvania Women's Conference. That is November 7th, 2024. And it's here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, right in a lot of our backyard. If you have an opportunity to be able to join us there in person, literally in person, please do. It's a short train ride away from New York, from Delaware, from DC, from anywhere you might be in New Jersey, to hop in a car to be able to get here. It is going to be a phenomenal experience, and you'll be able to engage with me live. I have some surprises for you all that'll come out in the newsletter over the next couple of weeks. And we'll talk about them here live. We are in full out preparation mode for the conference. I think we're at like T-7 weeks and showing up for that. So many things are happening in such a positive light. And I am just gratified to be able to do the work that I love, and then now to be able to meet people in person. I'm going to be honest, I'm a little nervous too. So if people could come and show up to the conference and just send me some positive energy in the midst of it, it would mean the world to me. But there's also going to be giveaways. There's going to be gems. There's going to be some swag. Like, it's going to be a great experience. So I would love to see you there, November 7th in Philadelphia, at the Pennsylvania Convention Center. And you'll be able to engage with me and my team, and there'll be so many phenomenal experiences that you'll be able to have at the conference overall, and then you'll be able to kick it with me. So got our housekeeping out of the way, and now I want to get into this because it ties directly back to what the conference means to me. But I wanted to kind of rewind for a little while, like go back in time. About a year and a half ago, I was at an intersection in my business, and navigating that intersection in my business as to whether or not certain parts of the business should move forward or whether we should sunset certain things. And I promise this will catch up and let you know how it connects to your career. At that intersection, I took the time to really pause and ask myself, what am I trying to do? What am I trying to accomplish? What is the goal of this work? And who am I trying to serve? Right? What am I trying to accomplish? What's the goal of this work? And who am I trying to serve? So that helped me to make sure that I was aligned to my own vision. And that vision and that mission that I believe that I'm on, the assignment that I believe that I've been given by God in order to serve a certain population of people, in order to do work that I believe is really important, is what refueled my commitment to sticking with the business and to growing some parts of it and shrinking others. So fast forward, I'm asking those questions of myself, and then I start to share with some other people in my network, some folks that I trust, some folks that I respect, that I was having some concerns that I'm trying to figure out what the pivot or the shift needs to be, because pivots happen in business and pivots happen in careers. So I'm talking to people in my network, and they were able to bring me some additional resources. They were able to send people my direction. They were able to help me to understand who are the right people I should be inviting in to partner with my business, to be hired by my business. And I was just so filled by that experience, because it confirmed for me that I needed to be 100% committed to my vision, but I didn't need to be 100% committed to doing it alone, or going about it alone, or thinking about it in only the way that I could see it. And I was reminded about that just yesterday. I was talking to a client, and he is a bright, really capable, lots of potential, really impressive career, lots of great experiences. And unfortunately, because of the times and because of what is happening in the job market, he's in a transition season, and he's trying to navigate what his next role is going to be. So I think, unfortunately, because it's frustrating, but it's not unfortunate if we are able to use that time to ask ourselves the right questions. Who am I meant to be working with? What is the purpose of this work that I'm trying to do? And why is this really important to me? And as I'm talking to him and we're helping to work through some of the challenges or some of the problems that he's navigating, I was reminded of my own experience when I was at a crossroads and trying to figure out what was next. And I was also reminded that I had to bring in other people from my network, people who had been assigned to me, people who had chosen to be a part of my life and my community. And those were the people that were meant to help me. So as I'm advising him on the strategy and the tactics and what needs to move forward, I also wanted to remind him that he has a network and a relationship of with people that are supposed to help him. And oftentimes it's our ego that gets in the way of reaching out to ask those questions, to ask for help, to share that we're navigating a transition or that we might be in a valley. And what I wanted to share with you all today is those valleys are happening in everyone's life at different stages and different seasons. And if we can get past the ego or the concern of how we'll be perceived by people, then that empowers us to be able to take full stock of those people who could be helping us come out of the valley, the people who could be helping us navigate to what's next for us, the people who could be referring us to the next great opportunity for ourselves. So I wanted to just recommit for each of you who are here listening today and who are going to listen to this on the replay. It is your responsibility to be 100% committed to your vision, to your goal. It is not your responsibility to be 100% committed to doing it yourself. What grinds my gears, what gets me so frustrated, is this narrative that is in the ethos now in our kind of modern society. And I know social media has a lot to do with it, where people are self-made and I did this 100% myself, and I built this and this all belongs to me. Most of that is completely fake. There are some stories where it is real and those people are worthy of acknowledgement. I believe that those may be the 20%, and the 80% of people really have a completely different story. But the narrative that kind of gets perpetuated, that everything has to be done on your own, and if you can't figure it out, then you're some way inferior or not capable, it's just not true. And when I go behind the curtain of people's careers and businesses, and I get to do that all the time in my day-to-day work, I am here to tell you that most of the people that you see who are successful, who are capable, who have done great things, people you may even admire, have had a tremendous amount of help, strategy, money, resources, network, referrals, you name it, a tremendous amount of help. And that's because we are not designed to do things in isolation on islands. We are designed as people to be in community and to support one another and to lift each other up, to give each other good advice, to throw each other an opportunity, to bolster where we are weak. So I really wanted to make sure that we just talk through it. I experienced it in my own business, in the transformative power of being honest and vulnerable with people that you know and trust, and getting their support for your vision, for what you want to do with your career, for what you want to do in your business, for what you want to do in your education, for whatever it is you want to do. Your vision is what you have to be 100% committed to. But the people and the things that are necessary to bring that vision to life are going to be outside of you as a person. They're going to be outside of your control. So bringing in or being open, being receptive to having people who want to help you, who want to support you in helping your vision come to life is really where we have to let our own ego decrease so that we can have the potential to have the magnification or the multiplication of these exciting opportunities where we can partner and collaborate and get referrals and be in community and work together and help one another. This self-made idea is just not true. We need people. And if we take it a step further, not only do we need people to help us, we also may be stealing an opportunity from someone that we love, someone that we care about, someone that we trust, someone that we may respect. We may be stealing an opportunity for them to participate in our success. We may be stealing an opportunity from them to participate in our success. So what do you mean, Leah? What are you talking about? What I mean here is oftentimes there are people who have been sent to do something, to provide us information, and they don't even realize that they are creating a tremendous impact on us in that moment. But then there are people who have been sent who want to help you, who are looking for opportunities to be able to support your business, to support your career. They want nothing more than to see you be successful. And I know that there is this perception of, everybody's not your friend. That's true. Everybody is not rooting for you, but there are a lot of people who are. And if you think about those people who are rooting for you and their goals and motivations and how they've shown up and won your trust up until now, to be able to pay that forward and to be able to see how this relationship or this connection or this partnership or this collaboration could absolutely transform your life. It could also transform the life, the perception, the energy of the person who is helping you. Because ultimately, our network and the people that care about us want to see us succeed. And they're going to do what they can to be able to help us. And we may not see it as help at that time. We may think of it as a burden. We may think of it as, I don't want to ask for help. I don't want to look like I'm desperate. I don't want to look like I'm struggling. All of these things are tied to our own ego and tied to our own external perception and how we want to be perceived by the outside world. But oftentimes that ego is what robs us of the opportunity to have the help that we need, to ask the question, to ask for the support, to create a community, and then to share in your success with those people who showed up for you, right? So that you guys can be excited together once you reach this accomplishment. So that you are careful to be able to say, I'm really proud of myself, but I'm also really grateful for all the people who showed up for me and helped me to navigate. So when we don't tap into our network, when we don't ask for help, when we don't look for opportunities to be able to collaborate, we're also robbing the people of the opportunity to be able to help us. And when I heard it framed up like that a long time ago, it helped me to see that, there are people, and I'm a woman of faith. So there are people who have been sent. It's their assignment. I call them angels in my midst. There are people who have been sent to me for a purpose. But if I'm not receptive, if I'm not open to them, if I am not patient with myself so that I can see that there is another way to do it, there's another way to think about this thing, there's someone else I can tag in, then I will miss the opportunity to let those angels who are among me help me reach my vision or help me reach the vision that I have for my career or for my business. So my client story that I was talking about earlier, there was a lot of ego and concern about how he would be perceived. And I understand that our society has set this idea that status and title and things are the most important elements, and we have to protect those at all costs. And there's a part of that I agree with from a reputation standpoint. You want to be protective of your reputation. But for those who are in your network, for those who are there to support you, your reputation doesn't suffer with them from asking for help. So your job is to be 100% committed to your vision and to be 100% committed to what it is you want to achieve, your goal. It's not to be 100% under the belief that you have to do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. There are definitely people who are assigned to you and people that you are assigned to be able to help, to be able to reach their vision, to be able to achieve their goal. But we have to be open to it. We have to set our ego aside. We have to ask for help. We have to acknowledge that we don't know everything. We have to acknowledge that the stories of people being self-made and doing everything on their own are probably not true, but they're click worthy. They're buzz, they get a little bit of sizzle, a lot of sizzle, no steak. So I wanted to come just to make sure that I gave somebody maybe needing that push to say, let me make that phone call. Let me reach out to someone. Let me reconnect with some folks that I haven't heard from in a while, because there will be a need for them. They may need me, or I may need them at one or another season. Or if you're in a valley right now, because I know a lot of people are in the job search market, or they're trying to figure out a transition. They're in a job that they don't like and they want to do something different, or they're in a career that they don't see going where they want to go, right? There's lots of examples of it. And there may be people in your network, in your orbit, that you are in relationship with that could be just exactly what you need to get to that next phase, to refer you for the job, to give you a reference on LinkedIn, to shout you out on their platform, to do the thing that could make a huge difference for you. And oftentimes when we think about asking for help, we perceive it as a giant boulder, right? That we're putting in someone's lap or putting on someone's back. And oftentimes it's not a boulder, it's a pebble. But we have created this perception that no one should need help, no one should ever ask for help, or it should happen so infrequently that we want to be the low maintenance friend. We want to be the low maintenance contact. We want to be the low maintenance person that they're in connection or in relationship with. And I think that is where a lot of times we end up suffering unnecessarily. I'm going to say that again. Oftentimes, because of our ego, we end up suffering unnecessarily because we perceive our ask to be bigger to the other person than it really is to them. And we're scared to be rejected. This is something I can talk to you about for hours, but we're scared to be rejected. And that rejection, or that fear of rejection, is what holds us back from really tapping into the places and the people and the gifts of others that could really help our vision be fully realized. So as we think about it, I want to make sure that we encourage each other to ask for help, that we check in with people, but that we really make the phone call and we make the ask for help of those who are in our network, those that we've built great relationships with. Now, I'm not saying you slide into a stranger's DM and ask them to give you a job or ask them to give you a referral. Quite the opposite. You can do that, right? But that is not what I'm saying here today. I'm saying that could work out for you. That's a 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000 chance that that'll work out. But sliding into your neighbor's DM, who you've known for 8 years or 10 years, sliding into a former coworker who you collaborated with and worked with before, sliding into a community member that you've talked to and built relationship with, all of those people, those are the people that have been potentially assigned to you to help your vision come to life. And I want you to take advantage of that opportunity to live into the community. But I also want us to set our ego aside and set aside this perception that we're often trying to manage and really curate, and really dig into this idea of we could be robbing someone else of the opportunity to help us, to share in our success. But we also are robbing ourselves of realizing our vision fully because we can't get out of our own way. So as you think about what this thing is, this new experience that you want to have, this career that you want to put on a different direction, or that you want to take a pivot with, or this new role, this new job, these new companies that you potentially want to explore, think about getting out of your own way, taking advantage of the resources that you have at your disposal, bringing in people from your network who can help you, and sharing in success as a community experience. I think it could really be a game changer for you. I know it was a game changer for me. And as I think about this client that I'm partnering with and helping to support, I believe that the potential of his network is exponential. And once he taps in, I think there is a growth rate that he will be able to experience that only comes from setting your ego aside and asking for help and allowing your community to support you. So, as we think about what this next big idea is, this next vision, this next thing that we're really excited about, it's your job to be 100% committed to your vision and to do whatever is in your power to make it come to pass. But it's also your job to see and identify the people who are in your network, in your community, who can help to make that vision possible and to bring them into the fold, to work with them, to collaborate, to partner, to build a team to support this vision. And then you can be a part of someone else's team in the future when you're in a position to do the same. I believe that we're meant to be in community. I believe that we're meant to do this work together. And I believe that the right opportunities will present themselves when we can set aside some of the things that are getting in our way and be receptive to the help that we all need and we all have to tap into at one time or another. So, it's been amazing being with you all here today. I look forward to seeing you again next Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I did want to shout out though, I am wearing my mess in a bottle. You guys know that I don't wear t-shirts often if you're joining me live. I'm wearing my mess in a bottle t-shirt today, as strong as the woman next to me. And you guys know a lot of times if you're operating in the United States, today is debate day. And because there is a debate that's happening, we want to make sure that we are in community with people who are like-minded and who are going to keep us lifted up, who are going to keep us protected, who are going to help us navigate what is going to be a very exciting time for a lot of us, a very interesting experience as we navigate with this upcoming election. But I always want to shout out Mess in a Bottle because they do such amazing work. And I also love this idea, strong as the woman next to me. And this is a preview for something exciting. It's a little bit of a teaser for something exciting that I'm going to announce, a project, a collaboration that we're working on. But we're in election season. Please do participate. Please make sure that you vote. If you are inside of the United States, please make sure that you vote and that you have a plan to vote and that you have a plan to navigate post-election that is going to be good for your well-being and good for your needs getting met. And until then, until the debate is over and I see you next Tuesday, I will be looking forward to hearing from you. Feel free to DM me, drop in my DMs. Let me know if this is something that resonated with you. If you're joining me live, you can also drop a comment. And I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, make your journey work for you.